Hello everyone, and welcome back! We've got more action today. This isn't going to be a very long video, it's not really worth it. This is a Time Warner Interactive joint based off a Sega classic. Yep. Virtua Racing! Well, let's rock that shit, yeah? So we'll press start. And there we are. Took a little while to get this shit set up, but you know how that goes. We have the four modes. We have the arcade, Grand Prix, practice, and the options. These are the options. 1P, 2P, watch mode. So there's your options. Your difficulty, we're gonna stick to medium because that's this kind of channel this is. Not exactly the greatest driver in the world. You can fuck around with the controller. I've select some presets. So just kind of cycle between them. Or go back to the default. We're in a good spot right there. We have sound test. We could do some customization. Static radar. Mixed backgrounds works. Handicap off. Track movies. Yeah, let's keep those on. We'll keep team set to 1. So you look at tracks and records. We don't have any records, though, so let's drop an arcade run, shall we? This is perhaps the version of Virtua Racing that most people will be familiar with. The three courses from the original game.
Located in the scenic forests of Bavaria, this track is the perfect place for beginners to get their wipers wet. You'll be babied by the long start-finish straight and the gently banked right turn. After you burn across the bridge, you'll finally be challenged by a tricky little curved section. Don't get sleepy though, because if you miss the next hairpin at the amusement park, you'll be having ale and bratwurst with the pit crew.
Get a little introduction, which is always nice. Yeah, those are the three courses from the original arcade game.
3, 2, 1, go!
What the fuck? Where's my accelerate again? Okay, where's my... There's my acceleration. Why the hell it's all the way there? I have no fucking clue. Gotta check my controls again. For some reason, they decided it would be a great idea to have the buttons each have their own viewpoint instead of just having one or two to cycle. I gotta look at the control. What the fuck? And like I was saying, I'm not very good at this game. As you can see, it runs at a pretty good frame rate. You know, compared to the stuttering frame rate that you had in the 32X. And yes, this game did come out on the 32X. It was a straight arcade port by Sega themselves. Come on. There we fucking go. Here we are. There's my brake button. Yep, game over. And that's basically how the arcade version goes. I'm gonna go see if I fucked up the controls while I was demonstrating that option. Entirely possible. Kind of shit I would do. XL brake. What the hell? Oh, I see what's going on. I have fucking I have some options fucked up. One moment, please. Okay, now we're done with that. It's back to rolling around at the speed of sound. Or maybe not quite that fast. No, not that. B button, there we go. So now let's take a look at the Grand Prix, shall we? Cartridge RAM? Sure, why not? Pick the save file. I guess we're starting new. Automatic. Pick our various there we go. Register. Gonna go on the forest again.
Located in the scenic forests of Bavaria, this track is the perfect.
And it just shows you the same video we just witnessed. There, I believe there's different videos for each track, so there's that at least. And since we're early on in the Grand Prix, we're in go-karts. Whee! Off we go. As you see, we're already in a pretty good position. You know, this being go-karts, it's not gonna be quite as fast and furious. And I do appreciate the attempt to make more out of this game. If there was any game that needed it, it'd be this one. And the music, while fun, I will say, I kind of wish they had a song that played throughout the proceedings, you know? Instead of these little jingles when you pass the checkpoint and lap completion parts of each track. They should have instead just had a steady song. I mean, the jingles had potential if they'd have just fleshed them out a little more. But as you can see, it's very much a traditional racing game. Made different only by virtue of its really good frame rate compared to others at the time. Of course, I say that, but Ridge Racer also had a pretty damn good frame rate as well. Maybe I'll do a video on that one, right? And we're at, we're in second place now. Again, there was so much potential to really flesh out the little jingles, right? And I get why it's that the music is that way. It's a holdover. It's a holdover from the arcade days, right? It's just coming. Oh, fuck. Oh, hell nah. That ain't funny, homie. I'm coming for you now. Fucking hell, it's damn near impossible to get through these guys. How do you... Actually, I just noticed I didn't change places when I passed that guy. How do you lap a fucking go-kart? That's what the hell I want to know. And I'm back in second. God, fuck. How does everything under the sun hit me? Especially go-karts that have somehow lapped. Like, I don't know if they just stopped moving or what the fuck, but... Coming, bitch. Yeah, come to realize I didn't see how many laps this fucking race was, although I guess it makes sense it'd be longer, seeing as it's go-karts and all. 7 laps does seem a lot, though. I wonder if that's one of those settings I can change in the options. I didn't notice that when I was looking. Oh, cool. Best lap. And it's another. Falling in. Trying to figure out where the hell the first place guy is so I can get past him. Ooh. Quite the turn, that. Now I'm in first place. I mean, I'm not sure how much there a market there is for go-kart racing, but at a level where you're in an actual contest, how often are you gonna lap a fucking go-kart, right? Like, who's just sitting there wasting all the people's time, just kind of having a nice, relaxing ride, right? Well, I was wondering when the hell this fucking race was gonna end, and I guess that's it. Fuck. Oh, fucking course. God damn. Of course it'd be the final lap where everything falls the fuck apart. Oh, hell no. That was bullshit right there. So, best lap is first, alright. So let's see how this goes. What happens afterward? Here's my results. We earned 4 points. Of course, we'll save the game. Cartridge RAM. Why wouldn't I use the same shit as my registry? We'll use that. As you can see, we now no longer have access to the big park. Now we gotta find another, track to race on with our go-karts. So we'll go one more and call it a part. Call it a video, I mean.
I can't get enough of those Aussies and their magnificent surfers speedway. But this time, we've added some new twists and turns to the plot. Sure, it starts with the same wide turn. Sure, it goes into the same long straightaway. Then we gotcha with a quick right turn at the fork, followed by one more tight bend, and there's the finish line.
I'll say this about the videos. There's a weird static in the background if you listen closely enough. Which is weird, since there's plenty of FMV with audio when it comes to Saturn games. There's really no reason for that to happen. Anyways, you can see it's more go-kart racing. And more bullshit. Fun fact, actually, the game also came out on the regular Sega Genesis. It was the only game out of a proposed special chip that Sega wanted to start using, the SVP. The idea was that you would actually buy a connector cartridge that had the SVP chip, and then you would put compatible games on top of that, similar to how Sonic and Knuckles worked when putting other games on top of it. The idea was scrapped, and the SVP was only ever used in the Genesis version of Virtua Racing here. If I had to guess, that was due to more bad discourse between the American and Japanese divisions of the company. Sega Japan's failings were mostly due to a lot of jealousy internally at their inability to succeed in Japan, while other companies, other divisions were doing so damn well. So you had Mastertronic, who did so well, Sega bought them and made them Sega Europe. Tectoy in Brazil is famous. And America. America's Sega heritage is so linked with Kalinsky that most people here believe the Genesis to be the first Sega system. Shit. That's how badly Sega handled the Master System over here. Well, I say they handled. They made the mistake. They made the same mistake here with the Master System that Nintendo made in Europe with the NES. You see, those of you know how Nintendo distributed the NES. They worked with Mattel, right? And here in America, Sega decided to let Tonka handle the Master System. And Tonka shit the bed. Quite mightily, actually. And a lot of the same mistakes got made. Not playing to the specific culture, not playing to, not really advertising in a way that would, resonate. Basically, Mattel in Europe tried the same shit with the NES that Nintendo did here. However, post-Crash America was a different market than Europe, who hadn't had that problem. So it kind of failed. Of course, the Master System had the Master System had other problems as well. Of course, the lack of games being chief among them. Though I imagine with the output coming out of Europe, had Tonka been competent at all, some of those games could have been ported over. Yeah, Euro games aren't great from the era, but certainly better than the long periods of nothing the Master System got around here. I realize I'm rambling, but there's only really so much you could say about a fucking racing game after a while. There's a track, cars, you go around in a circle. And for some reason, those fucking surfboards are always back every time you go back to them. Oof. So you can see I'm already in fourth. Actually pretty fucking early for that. Hey, bitch. Oh, hell nah. Let's start again. Lap 6 of 10. Let's get this other motherfucker. That pissed me off, especially since it's the same team. Fuck you, pal. Now I gotta get my 4th place back. You see, this is a game that really could have fucking benefited from analog control. Unfortunately, this was an early game, and it took a while for analog control to be mainstreamed, just in general. Look, you pal. I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna take me forever to find the fucking guy now. Because arcade games are gonna arcade from time to time. Okay, I gotta bring it up again. Pleasant as the jingles sound, that they just suddenly come out of fucking nowhere when you cross those lines is getting to be distracting now. Oh, fuck! No! And of course he accelerates quicker than I do, because why not? Nope, get it. There we go. But yeah, the controls are very touchy. Even compared to the 32X version, like, it takes very little to send your car careening off. Oh, fuck no, you don't, bitch. Motherfucker! At least I'm past that fucking guy now. 4 now, anyway. Also, the aliasing in this fucking map is ridiculous. Really hard to gauge what direction you're supposed to go when a turn comes up. Come on, there we fucking go. Ooh, that was close. Lap 9. Oh. So the game has touchy controls. The draw distance is kind of fucked. And that inconsistent music is more distracting than anything else. It might surprise you to know that I still rather like the game. Although perhaps I'd play the 32X version before this one. Yeah. Okay, what the fuck? Where is everybody? Passing motherfuckers left and right, and I'm not getting my place changed. Oh, there we go. I'm finally in fucking third. Holy shit. It took forever, but hey, I'll take it. But yeah, despite all the issues the game has, it's pleasant enough. It's definitely something that could have been touched up a little bit, especially this particular version of it. But I have definitely played worse games. And we're at the goal, so there's that at least. Yep, result third, not so bad. Not so bad at all. Bullshit, my best lap is first. I never got first place in this bitch. And here we are again. Just, there's our results. Another 4 points. Save game. Cartridge RAM. Same place as always. And we're done. I'd like to thank you all for coming and racing around with me. Hope you had a good time. I know I did. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you think, and as always, God bless you.